Hi, I'm Robbie Bullough, joined by outside linebacker Coach Kelly Poppinga. I talked to Coach Tidwell last week. He has to replace both of his inside linebackers that graduated. You get Spencer back, you get Kyle back. How much fun is it to work with those guys?
That's awesome, man. And yeah, Alani Fua in there that's playing really well, and some other role guys that are coming up, and really excited about it. And it's just fun to have some experience back. Don't have to do a ton of new install. They already know what's going on. Just now it's kind of getting them to be masters at that position and just refining their tools. And it's, they're all good athletes, so that's good for the defense.
As I've watched these guys and saw them, especially during the fall and the season, I'm thinking Spencer Hadley, Kyle Van Noy, Alani Fua, is there a way that those three can coexist on the field at the same time?
Oh yeah, definitely. That happened last year, the last couple games of the season, New Mexico State in the bowl game. All three of them were on the field at the same time. And the whole thing is we're going to get the best 11 on the field. Whoever the best 11 are, we'll find a way to get those guys on the field at the same time. And if those guys are the best 11, then they'll all three be on the field at the same time. But we got some good safeties coming in, and so we'll see how we shuffle it around and, personnel it and whatever. But I think if I'm a betting man, all three of them will be on the field at the same time sometime this year. So.
Was there a coach in the stadium at the bowl game that was having a funner time than you, watching Kyle Van Noy score a couple touchdowns? I mean, that was coach's bliss watching that.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was fun to see a guy dominate a game as much as he dominated with sacks and TFLs and a block kicked and an interception and 2 touchdowns. I mean, it was just, I'm up in the box and I'm kind of confounded this little area, hitting Coach Reynolds and hitting Coach Jason Kafusi. Those are the only guys I have to celebrate, up in the box. But it was unbelievable, and it was fun to see a guy just dominate and come out of his shell a little bit and play probably at the highest level he had played in his career so far in one game.
How much credit can you take for his performance, and how much of it is just Kyle Van Noy being who he is?
I will take 0 credit. All I do is I'll teach him as much as I can, and he'll try to apply as much as he can onto the field. And so hopefully I'm a good enough teacher to where you get your players to apply what you teach in the classroom or what you teach in practice, and they do it on game day. And that day he did what he was supposed to do. Now, there's a couple of times where he didn't do what he was supposed to do, and he probably would have had 3 or 4 more plays that he could have made in that game. So sometimes you got to ring.
Amazing how you overlook those.
You got to ring Kyle in a little bit and say, hey, buddy, just do what you're supposed to do, and you'll have more plays. And so sometimes he's trying to get out of the system a little too much to make plays out of the system, but better than his freshman year, better than his sophomore year. And if he continues to improve and stay inside the system more often, then he's going to make more plays this year. Now, there is times when you have to come out of the system and make plays and be an athlete and all that, which he's really good at taking chances. And now it's just kind of bringing him in just a little bit, but not, bringing him in too much.
As I talked to each of the new offensive coaches on the staff, I asked them what their coaching style was like, and now talking to the defensive guys, those of you that have been here for several years, I'm still asking, what kind of a coach are you out on the field?
That's a great question. I have no idea how to answer that. I'm a coach. I'm a football coach, and I love to do it. I'm passionate. I like to be involved, as those that come to practice can see me running around with the guys and getting involved in the practice and the drills and things like that. But I would just say I'm passionate about what I do and love what I do, and there's nothing else I'd rather be doing right now.
Last thing, when teams are getting ready to play BYU next season and they look at your outside linebackers, what do you want your backers to be known for?
I want them to be known for, first of all, being physical, tough guys on the edge. Against the run, I want them to be able to be edge setters and stop the run. And then second of all, I want them to be able to get after the quarterback when it's time to rush the passer. And I think we combined for over 20 sacks last year as outside backers. And that's our job in a 3-4, is to get after the quarterback when they're dropping back to pass. And that's what I want to be known for, is physical, fast, playmakers, all those above, just to get after the quarterback when it's time to do that, and then get after the run when it's time to do that. And that's what we talk about every single day in our room.
Okay, we like it. You get the Robbie Bullough stamp of approval. That's a great mission statement. Thanks,
awesome.
Coach.
Great. Thanks for having me.